Hey, what is going on guys? Father Gamer here and welcome back to some more Schedule 1. Today I'm going to be showing you some mods that you absolutely must have for the game and maybe one or two for fun. So let's get started. So the first mod that we're looking at is one that I consider to be essential for every Schedule 1 player, and honestly I wish I'd have found it a lot sooner. It's called Employees Management, and what it does is give you complete control over every aspect of your employees. You can see we now have an app in our phone which gives us an overview of all of our own properties, and we can see which of our employees have been paid. We have a pay all button and we can choose whether they're paid from our bank or from our cash. We also don't need lockers with this mod, that's optional, and we've got them working 24/7, but you can just make your own shift pattern if you want. Already this mod is replacing the need for multiple mods, and it even goes further than that, because if you select one of the properties, as well as being able to hire employees, we can increase the amount of slots that the property lets you have, up to 25 for the docks here, and you can see the individual employees here and manage them. But let's hire some new employees. How cool is that? We can do that without having to go to the warehouse. That's a super handy feature. Oh, and we can also turn auto pay on and off, but obviously all my guys are paid right now. This is a super useful mod. It literally does everything you need for employees. So the next mod that we're looking at today is the Cart Save Load mod, a very handy mod to streamline your shopping experience. Usually when you complete an order your cart will disappear, but with this mod you're now going to have these options along the top. You can save your basket to different slots and then reload them again when you come back. So we're just going to add a load of items here like so. Not that many, and then we can save this basket so that next time we can just load it up really easy without having to reselect everything. And we can do this for multiple slots, so we can queue up multiple baskets, making our shopping experience a lot easier and a lot faster. So let's just exit out of here. Now if we come back, you're going to see that the items are still here ready for us to buy. They haven't disappeared, and if we just clear them off and then come back again, they're going to be gone. But we can load our previous basket and we're away, much faster and much easier. The next mod that we're checking out today is the Product Manager Rename, Mix, Delete, Recolor mod. We'll just call it the Product Manager. What it allows you to do is manage all of your products, including the created ones that you make, and you can see here a whole overview of them, and you can see what effects they have, what ingredients they require, and you can rename them to anything you want in game without having to go into the files and mess around to do that, which is extremely useful to keep things nice and tidy. But as well as being able to rename the products, you can also change the color of them. Now you can apply this, but it's not going to take effect until you restart your game, which obviously that makes sense, but you can do that here, which is also a useful feature. So let's just save that. But one of my most favorite features in this mod is being able to delete products. I love that we can now delete unwanted recipes. You know, when you're experimenting trying to find the right one, suddenly you've got a whole list of products that you didn't really want to sell. Now we can just delete them. That is my all-time favorite thing about this mod. But there is another cool thing that you can do with it, because we also have the Mixing Lab, which obviously lets you select any product you want, which gives you information about these products, whether it be one of your created recipes or just the blank slate. But you can see what effects it currently has. You can see the recipe required to create it if it's a created recipe. But most importantly, you can go with a blank piece and you can start adding ingredients. You can only do one at a time, unfortunately. I have tried. I'm not sure if I'm doing it wrong, but I think you can only add one at a time, and then you have to name it. This is a very useful way of experimenting with mixes, or even creating mixes without having to use actual products at the time. So very useful, I like it. Go check it out. It's not too difficult to work out that the mod we're checking out now is the More Trees mod, which, as you can plainly see, makes it so there is a lot more trees in Highland Point, and they're also a lot bigger as well. Now honestly, when somebody said in my comments check out the More Trees mod, I thought they were joking, and I replied with a comment along the lines of, yeah sure, I'll include it in the mod case, which also includes the extra shrubs and the extra flowers mod. I thought it was a joke. So when I found this mod, I was quite surprised. But as you can see, Highland Point has now pretty much been turned into a huge forest. Anywhere which doesn't have a building or a road has been completely transformed into a wilderness. A wilderness where you could quite honestly get lost if you're not careful. Some of you might like this mod, but honestly I don't think it's for me. I think it's a little bit too much, you know, there's a little bit too much tree action going on. They look a little bit out of place, but hey, you might like it, and if you do, you know, go check it out for yourself. Do any of you remember a long time ago when I showed that interesting mod called K9 which let you have a pet dog? Well, it's been remade. Now we have Mrs. Ming's Authentic Pets, which is a pet store which allows you to come and buy your very own cute companion. Every kingpin needs a loyal companion that he can really trust, and Discount Wolf will fill that hole perfectly. Let's how much? $2,000 is not a bad price. Let's have a look at the invoice. Read invoice first. Why does it want us to read this? Oh, it just seems to be an explanation of why it's so expensive. It's a price breakdown. Yeah, we're not going to be reading that. Let's I hate good deals. What's that do? Is that just cancel? Okay, yeah, okay, that's how you back out. But we don't want to back out. We want to buy Discount Wolf, please. Oh yeah, we get to rename it. Cool, that's good. Let's rename it to, you know, I can't think of a good name. Yeah, that'll do. And now our new friendly little companion is going to be waiting here outside for us. And we can pet him and interact with him. And he makes cute noises, dog noises. And he's going to follow us around everywhere. Now we can call him, we can make him stay. Occasionally he might give you a gift. He does all these little cool little things as well. And as well as follow you around, he will also ride in the passenger seat of your vehicle. So he can accompany you anywhere you go. He can be a little backup. The Benzies better watch out because now we got the dog. Look at that, he just jumps right in. We can just take him anywhere. And apparently he also remembers the GPS location of each of your parked vehicles. So like if you leave him behind, he'll be waiting for you. Okay. Come on, Tyler. Come on, let's go. It's time to come home. It's time to come. There we go. That's better. Right, so we have a new pet. You know what? I don't have any dog food. Are you hungry? Okay guys, that's going to be it for today. If you've liked any of the mods you've seen, you can find links from down in the video description below. Hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed my video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Father Gamer. Bye for now.